What is going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode or YouTube video, actually. Sorry. Welcome back to a YouTube video. Guys, this one today, I'm gonna be diving into more details on overcoming the struggles of life after sports. And this is something that not a lot of people talk about. And I really want to tell you today a little bit about of my story and what I've went through and how you can overcome what you're going through as well, just because I don't feel like a lot of people understand it. And I want to share with you some things that I'm actively doing right now that have helped me overcome a lot of the things that we're going to talk about today. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So first off, I just want to share a little bit about who I am. All right. So first off, I started playing soccer when I was 5 years old. That was the first sport that I ever started playing. That is me right there on the bottom with the Blue Sharks jersey, just a little peanut right there. And if you're watching this, bro, Leon, if you're watching this, shout out to Leon on the right. I'm actively working with him right now. He's in the Forever Fit Academy, which is my online coaching program, crushing it. And it's been super fun, but this is a little throwback. He's all the way on the right down here. But that's when soccer started for me, and I played all the way through middle school, high school. I got the opportunity to play collegiate soccer as well. I played for Rio Hondo. We're on the left right here. It was a community college. I played for 2 years, and I earned the honor of All-American, which is something that I'm proud of now, but before I never really gave myself credit for. So that's something I'm gonna dive into today as well. But I was just one of three in California that year to receive that honor. So that's something that I was really proud of, and that I'm excited to talk to you guys about today. And on the right over here, this is when I played after community college. I went and played, it was like half a season for Cal State Fullerton's club team. And this was only half a season because the world got shut down. And I think we all know what happened in 2020, where the world got shut down because of what was going on in the world. And yeah, soccer got stripped away from me. Graduated school online, so I graduated with my bachelor's degree in kinesiology online. So I felt like it just kind of got ripped away, and I never really had like a farewell kind of like, all right, I'm ready to move on. So I think that definitely plays a role in how soccer it really impacted my life after sports. So we're going to talk today about confidence and self-belief, the struggles without a team, and the constant comparison, which never seems to go away even now. So, confidence and self-belief issues. This is something that I dealt with a lot, and this is something I'm still actively working through. Guys, just because I'm sharing with you now what I've went through and how I felt, it doesn't mean that I'm still not actively learning how to be better, because I am. And I learn every single day, and I try to be better every single day. And all I'm trying to do now is share with you how you can do the exact same thing. So right here on the left, you're gonna see a photo, and it looks like a big trophy, right? It's like, oh, like what a big trophy. Congratulations, you got first place. Well, there's a more of a story behind it, which is why not a lot of people get this, and I want to share with you, because if you're watching this, you most likely grew up playing sports, or you're coming up to the end of your career, and now you're going to start to realize, whoa, like I kind of get where he's coming from now. Right here, this was a big tournament, one of the biggest tournaments in at the time of the year, right? This was State Cup, and we did so good all the way up into the championship game. And I'm holding up a second place trophy right there. I'm holding up a second place trophy, and it was heartbreaking, like losing second place championship game. It's one of the most heartbreaking things you can experience as an athlete, to be honest. But it teaches you so freaking much. It teaches you so much, and that's something that I'm forever grateful for sports, because it really taught me that like the commitment and the drive and the dedication and the hard work, like it always pays off, like no matter what, no matter how long it takes. And that's something that I, live my life by now. But I used to think like, even now after sports ends, it's like, is this even possible? Can I even get back into it? Like, you kind of struggle to find like that pride in yourself, like who you are now. Maybe because you gained 20, 30 pounds, or maybe because you're not as athletic anymore. You kind of start to just question damn, like what was all of that for? Like, why did I work so hard? Why did I dedicate hours of my life to this game that now I'm not even playing anymore? Like, why did I do so much for no one to really understand why I was doing it? And for you to kind of maybe feel even like you got the short end of the stick. That's what I felt. And it's hard, right? Like it really does play a role in how you show up for yourself on a day-to-day basis. So the second thing is the inner critic, right? Like let's talk about the negative self-talk. Like, how do you talk to yourself on a daily basis? You and I both know we've had some teammates who are more hardcore, and we've had some teammates who were leaders and had some teammates who just didn't care. And I want to ask you, like, who were you as an athlete? Like, who did you show up as an athlete? Because if you worked hard, you did the work, you stayed late, you showed up early, you showed up on time. Like, if you did those things, then you built character traits over time that I also built as well. And I didn't know how I was going to be able to implement those into my everyday life outside of sports because when when you stop playing, you kind of forget who you were. I really feel like I lost a part of my identity going into like life after sports. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't know what career I wanted to get into. I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing with my time, to say the least. And um, some actionable tips that before I get into that, actually, like all of that spills into your work and your relationships and your everyday life. Like with work, you may show up not excited. You're just like, what am I doing here? I'm sitting on an office desk and well, what am I doing here? I'm working, construction. Like, why am I doing this? Like, all I want to go do is just go play, or I miss when I didn't have to care about things like this. And all I wanted to do is play the sport that I love. Like, it bleeds into your everyday life and it really does affect how you carry yourself. And that's why I wanted to tell you, like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, I remember going in through school, like, I didn't really have a game plan after. I just wanted to graduate. I just wanted to play soccer, dude. That is all I wanted to do. I even had a goal of when I from high school going into college, I just wanted a scholarship. And I didn't get the scholarship, so I went to Rio Hondo, which was a community college where there was no scholarships offered. So I went to community college, and my mindset was I'm just going to do whatever I can to get in, get the scholarship, and get out because all I want is a coach to want me to play for his team. So I did the thing, man. I did the ID camps. I did the 2-a-day workouts. I did the training on my own. I ran probably an average of like 15 miles every week on top of training. Like I did what I needed to do. And there's a lot of things that I could have done better and that I didn't, but we'll talk about that another day. Don't worry. I'm here to share with you guys everything that I've gone through because you're not the only one, dude. And I really feel like, I can relate with a lot of you on how it feels when you don't have the game anymore. And let's talk about some actionable tips, right? Because mindset shifts that need to happen are focusing on progress and not perfection. Dude, you may not even want to start your fitness journey right now because you don't look the way that you used to. And because you don't look the way that you used to, you know that you're not going to be as fast or as agile or as quick or as confident anymore. So you're not even going to try. And it's really about like who you become in the process, that journey of you getting back into that athletic shape. Dude, that's everything. I promise you that's everything because that's what I'm doing right now. I am actively going through this journey. Dude, and it has been one of the biggest blessings in my life, especially to be able to share with you that what I went through was supposed to happen. I was supposed to feel the way that I felt. I was supposed to experience that. I was supposed to feel lost. I was supposed to feel like, man, like, why didn't I get the scholarship? Like, why didn't I do this? Like, why did I feel like I got the short end of the stick? Like, I was supposed to go through all of that because now I'm able to share with you guys from a different lens, like a different perspective on what you can do to actually get back to feeling like your best self again. And a lot of things that have helped me are celebrating the small wins. This is something that I tell my clients in the Forever Fit Academy, which is my online coaching program. Like, celebrate those small wins. Like, how do your shirts fit now? How do your pants fit? Like, you got a compliment today at work. Cool. Your energy levels are up. Amazing. Like, those are all the things that we need to look at, which are going to make the biggest difference in the world. All right. And reframing that every time something doesn't go your way or it doesn't go as planned, like I'm grateful for an opportunity to learn, man. Like just because a challenge came up or something that you didn't want to experience in your life happened or you didn't expect to experience happen, I'm grateful for the opportunity to learn from this. That's my mindset. Thank you for the opportunity to struggle through this because I know I'm going to overcome it and I know I'm going to learn a lot from this. Thank you for the opportunity to learn today. That right there is a mindset shift that have helped me because I went from, oh, like, why didn't I get this? Or why did he get the opportunity to play on a scholarship level? Like he doesn't even play that good, or he doesn't even care. Look at him, he's all partying, da 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 da. And I shifted from that mindset of like, woe is me to like, why not me? Like, why not me? Like, why can't I be the one to overcome this? Like, why can't I be the one to learn from this? And now I'm sharing with you a new perspective. And I did a lot of work and I'm actively doing a lot of work because, guys, again, I don't know everything. I'm learning and I'm just sharing with you everything that I'm learning. But affirmations have helped me big time. I've wrote down affirmations. I've said affirmations in my voice notes. I've listened to my affirmations in my headphones. Like that has helped me. Journaling can help you, but that has helped me rebuild my self-belief. Like I'm actively building a business right now, guys, and it's hard. And there's days where it feels like, oh my God, like super stressed out. But I believe in myself and I believe in my message and I believe that you are going to understand where I'm coming from because only a select few of us really do get this. We only do feel this. And only a select few of us actually have the opportunity to play college ball or to play on a club team growing up or to play sports and be a student athlete. Like we take all of that for granted until it's finally gone. Because now, once that's gone, all you do is work and maybe some of you have kids now, you got a family to care for. Like it's not even just about you anymore. It's about other people that you got to care for and nurture for. And on top of that, you got to make yourself a priority in order to make this happen. But affirmations have helped me big time. And the only way that I was able to get to that and actually like learn of that was because I was willing to invest into myself. I got a coach too, guys. I invest into myself on the daily and monthly and yearly basis. I'm locked in with my coach for the next year. I'm about this. All right? Like this is how you get better, I promise you. So, something you might be struggling with is, not really knowing what to do without a team because when you don't have the structure and accountability anymore, dude, that is all sports provided. Practice, games, schedules, be here on time. We got to go at this time. Start warming up at this time. Stop warming up at this time. Like, dude, that's all we know is just how to operate off of schedules, right? Like, you don't get the high fives anymore, the good games, the knuckles after the game, the celebrations. Like, you don't get any of that, right? So you lose a big part of what you were thriving off of, which is that motivation, the external validation, and people kind of giving you that pat on the back when you needed it the most, or maybe when you even like didn't need it, but you still got it. That makes a big difference in how you show up on a day-to-day basis. And that's something that I went through, man. Like I didn't really get those high fives or anything anymore. So when I was like accomplishing all these things, it was just like, cool, like what's next? Like that was a big one for me. You miss the camaraderie, the community, right? Like losing the bond of teammates who push you to be better, especially that person who what you were battling for with playing time. Like you wanted to play, you were trying to do better, you wanted to make him better, you wanted to make or even her better. Like whatever the situation is, you were pushing for something. You wanted more playing time. You wanted the spot back. You wanted to inspire somebody else. Like you wanted the scholarship. Now you don't have that. You show up to the gym hoping that you actually show up to the gym, or like you hoping that you actually get a good workout. You show up to the gym wondering what to do, not everybody else in the gym like, hey bro, good job for showing up, hey bro, good job. Like you're in the gym and like it's just you. And that right there is a big shift that can help you from not feeling isolated anymore, because when you're on this fitness journey, you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do this by yourself. You don't have to do this solo. You don't have to feel isolated. But a lot of us as ex-athletes tend to do that. We tend to just, I'll do it on my own. We lead with our ego. Man, I got a big freaking ego too. And it's like that right there is you take a step back, you ask for help, you ask the question. maybe you find someone who has the results or is doing the thing that you want, and you invest into yourself so you can learn from them and utilize the tools that they give you so you can get back to where you want to be. That's how this works. That's the opportunity that we live in this world. That is why I invest into myself, because I want to learn from the people that are doing the things that I want to do. And that's to be able to inspire so many of you to get back into the best shape of your life, because man, we got the work ethic, we got the drive, we got the character traits. We just got to bring it back out. Actionable tips that you can do: find a new team, be a part of a community again. And that is a big one for me, man. Like the Forever Fit Academy, like our family is literally pushing each other every day. We celebrate wins, we make each other feel good about themselves. Oh, we're down 2 pounds, yeah, let's go, everybody cheering each other on. I mean, even on our bad days, sometimes we share, like, hey, I'm not feeling that great today. A little bit of moral support, dude, it goes a long way. And that's what I'm all about, because you're not supposed to do this alone. No way. That personal routine, it mimics structure. Like you need to have a routine back in your life. You need to put the gym back in your everyday life. And let me rephrase, being active again every day is doable by going for a 30-minute walk, doing more than what you're doing now. You got to challenge yourself. And if it starts with the walk, eventually you get into the gym. And once you get into the gym, you start off with 3 days a week. You don't have to go 7. You don't have to do 2 a days anymore. Your workouts don't have to be 5 hours. Dude, you go in for 1 hour. You go in for 45 minutes and you're out by the 1 hour mark. So you're in your car and you're dipping out because you're busy. That is the reality of what you could be doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday on full body workouts. Or if you want to do 4 days, you can do 4 days, upper, lower splits. Just rest a day in between. That's going to make the biggest difference, because when you schedule in your workout, when you schedule in your workout in the morning on your Google Calendar or whatever you utilize, you write it down, you are like 5 times, I don't have the exact numbers, guys, but like 5, 10 times more likely to actually get it done rather than just saying, I'll go to the gym tomorrow. That makes sense. So make sure you get back on a routine. The trap of constant comparison. Oh man, guys, and I'm not even gonna lie, this one, it doesn't really seem to go away. It's always gonna be there, but what I do encourage you to learn is how to deal with it differently, how to deal with it better. So the first one is comparing to your former self, right? Like let's talk about frustration of not being able to perform at the level of your peak athletic days. Guys, I used to run a 5-minute mile. 5 minutes and 4 seconds was my fastest mile ever. Ain't no way I can do that right now. There is no way I can do that right now. Not unless I'm willing to continuously show up and work hard and get back into athletic shape. But the thing is, I don't need to run a 5-minute mile anymore. I did that during my second year of soccer, which is when I got the opportunity of being a Scholar All-American. Like I, guys, there was a different purpose as to why I was working the way that I was. It doesn't have to be that anymore. Like you don't have to aim for 5-minute miles. You don't have to be able to, you don't want to work so hard where you're sore by Tuesday and you're like, damn, we still got like 5 more workouts this week. It doesn't have to be that, dude. Like that frustration that you feel about not being able to perform the way that you used to, that's exactly what holds you back from ever getting started again. Because you think, I'm not at that level anymore, man. I just don't got it anymore. I'm just not playing at the way that I used to. It is what it is. Back in my days, this, back in my days, that. Man, you still got it, but you just got to be willing to show up consistently now. It doesn't have to be 5 days, 6 days, 7 days a week. 3 to 4 days, bro. You can make it happen. All right. Trying to lift the same weight and run as fast as possible. Got ahead of myself just because I'm really passionate about this. But like, you don't have to lift those 70-pound dumbbells anymore right away. You can work towards getting stronger, but if you got to start at 20 pounds because that's just where you're at right now in your life, so be it. Work your way up because you're consistently on this. It's a marathon, bro. It's not a sprint. And comparing yourself to others. Social media, man, nowadays it is so filled with just people who are on PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, or they're just making it seem like you need to do these crazy things in order to achieve X goal. And honestly, man, if you're just trying to build some muscle, lose some body fat, feel good about yourself, build that confidence again, you just need to be in the gym 3 to 4 times a week and you need to learn how much calories you should be eating and protein. That's all I teach my clients. That's it. It's a skill. And I had to learn the skill too. I'm in the trenches with you guys, bro. I really am doing this like with you. And I had to learn how to count my calories. I had to learn how to count my protein. And now I do it and I teach people how to do it. But it didn't just happen. Like I had to learn the skill because I learned it. That means you can learn it too. That's how this works, right? I'm here to instill that belief in you. Like you can make this happen. And we're as ex-athletes, dude, like we're always comparing ourselves to like feeling like we feel we're like behind, like, oh, they got their house already. Like I rent an apartment right now and I want to be a homeowner. But and one day I will be a homeowner. And you guys are, if you're here watching this now, like I appreciate you for listening in. Let's see where the channel is at by the time you see this or by the time I don't know, whenever I'm talking about it, because I'm willing to put the work in. That's what sports gave me, that desire, that drive, that commitment, that passion. And I'm like passionate about building the life of my dreams. And I'm here to show you guys that because I'm willing to do the work, dude, you can do it too. But don't compare yourself to the person that you want to look like or be like or act like and put yourself down about it. Just know that because you're on page 1, they may be on page 300, but that means that at least you started on page 1 so you can actively do the work every day eventually to get there. That's what this is about. The next thing is just focusing on your own journey, dude. Redefine success in this stage of your life, like this right here. This is how you get back into shape. This is what you do. You are going to lose these 20 pounds. You are going to build muscle. You're going to build the muscle around your chest. You're going to get your shirts to fit differently. You're going to feel confident about yourself again. Like those are the wins that the scale doesn't show, which is why, yes, I use the scale with my clients as a measuring tool, but dude, it ain't everything. Come on now. I can have clients telling me that their wedding ring is falling off of their fingers because like they're losing body fat. I have clients telling me that their shirts are fitting different and they haven't been this energized in years because like they're doing the work. But the scale doesn't show that. Dude, the scale does not show that. And I'm here to remind you that this right here is your opportunity to go all in on yourself again without feeling like a failure, that you can't do this, that you're not worthy of success anymore, that it was just back in your days. Like, bro, you can make this happen now. But those limiting beliefs that you set on yourself, that is why I do affirmations, because I said the same thing. All right. And I already talked about this. It's more than just a scale. All right, guys. It's more than just a scale. So a little recap, guys. This was Legends. I grew up playing the club team with the club team called Legends. These were my buddies right here. Shout out Tony. Shout out Hunter. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you guys ever watch this, and yeah, man, this was me when I played basketball for my high school. This was freshman year. This was in 2014, which is crazy. But a little recap is, life after sports, man, like you're gonna go through some confidence and self-belief issues because um you're just not playing at the level that you used to anymore. Like you went from like two-a-days crazy workouts, dude, like soccer school, that's all you did, to now you just go sit in an office for 8 to 10 hours. You grind your life away and you come home, you're tired, you're exhausted. Maybe you have kids as well, and you do it again. You're not doing what you used to anymore. So this is something you're going to experience. Losing a team doesn't mean that you lose accountability or community. Like, it doesn't mean you have to lose it. That is what you lose, but it doesn't mean you have to lose it. You can be a part of it again. You can invest into yourself. You can follow whoever you need to online. Make sure you're putting positive reinforcing thoughts and knowledge into your head, not something that's just going to put you down and make you feel stuck. All right. And comparison is the thief of joy, man. Like focus on your unique progress. Focus on what you are doing. Focus on how different you feel now. Focus on how you used to be, yes, but also like how you're embracing that you're gonna get back to that now. It's just a perspective shift. I promise you that will change everything. And there's nothing different from me and from you guys. Like, if you are still here listening, first of all, like I appreciate you, and just understand that like there's nothing different from me and from you. The only difference is that I'm willing to do the work no matter how long it takes. And if you're on that same wavelength and if you're on the same path because you know you got that drive and you know you got that commitment, but you just maybe didn't even know you needed to hear this message, like I believe in you, man. I believe that you can make this happen and you're in the right place. All right. So if this resonated with you, man, if you found this valuable, if you feel like you learned something, or maybe even feel inspired to take action again, like let me know down in the comments. All right. I want to know your biggest takeaways, what sport you grew playing up. Like go ahead and share a little bit about your journey, where you're at, how things were. And I'll definitely get back to you. All right. Comment below if you felt these struggles too, man. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I appreciate you so freaking much. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.